Can I ask you about TARP?
Yeah, what about it?
So you pretty much took the reins on making it kind of tolerable again?
Yeah, more than tolerable. We think if they use $100 billion to reduce foreclosures, and if before they give money to the institution, they insist on knowing how it's going to be spent, and most of it's going to be revenge, then I think it would be very useful.
Now, I know hindsight's always 20/20, and I know TARP was kind of passed in a state of panic, I'd say. How come the provisions that you're now seeking weren't
Well, they were. All we are asking Obama to do is enforce rules that were in there. Paulson refused to carry it out, and it's very hard constitutionally to force the administration to do things. So we're essentially talking about having Obama promise to do things that Paulson should have done.
Do you think Tim Geithner is going to do a better job at handling the TARP funds?
Partly because we made clear to him, well, but we did do one very important thing, which was we said they could only spend half of it, and if we didn't like the way they did it, we'd cut it off. That's basically the guarantee that they're going to do it right in the future.
Earlier you mentioned how our country's in a state of progress. In regards to the gay community, this has been sort of an uneven year. We're having a better, we're having a more tolerable president, certainly, but there's the Prop 8 problem in legislation in Florida, and that seems to be a step backwards.
Well, not a step backwards. In both cases, we didn't have marriage at the beginning, they don't have at the end. We did pick up marriage in Connecticut, so while the progress has been what they did in Florida was deny something that didn't exist in the first place. California was disappointed, but if you look at the last referendum in California, we picked up a lot of percentages, not quite enough. So I continue to think we're making progress. Again, the first time they voted on same-sex marriage in California, they lost by a lot more. This was very close. I think in a couple of years we'll win it.
When do you think gays will have full legal equality?
In states constituting a majority of the population in about probably 10 to 15 years, that is, we're lacking marriage rights and federal recognition of marriage. I think that won't happen in every state, but it will happen, I believe, in states where a majority of us live, no later than 15 years and maybe 10.